Alright folks, let's learn about ETL, which stands for extraction, transformation and load. So basically it involves three phases: extraction phase, transformation phase and load phase. You can alter these stages. There is another thing like ELT, which stands for extraction, load and then transform. So basically there are only two, whether it is ETL or ELT. So let's focus on ETL, extract, transform and then load the data. So yeah, this process of ETL, can be very simple to like extract data and just use Excel tools to transform like simple transformations and then load into, save in your local system. Like from there to very big stages like extract data from streaming platforms, use APIs, KPIs for that, and load them into data distributed frameworks, like use of distributed frameworks like PySpark queries, Spark, PySpark queries for transformation, and then load into them into cloud-based data warehouses. The range will be very high. So for our lecture, let's keep it minimum, and just learn how this can be done. So yeah, let's jump into our video. Let's see what are the stages like. Yeah, very first stage that we are talking is like extraction basically. So in extraction there are different sources where you can extract data. These sources, like you can use local file systems, you can use web pages, you can use other servers, you can even use streaming platforms. There are many sources. You can use multiple sources at a time for extraction. You have that flexibility as well. But for our case, for this lecture, for time being, let's extract data from web pages. Whether it is dynamic or static web pages, we can extract them data from there. No, it's not illegal to extract data from web pages. They are public in public domain, so you can use the data. Yeah. Well, technically, extracting data from web pages, this term, there is technical term for that. Like it is called as web scraping. Well, basically, if you look at any web page, there are many segments, like many sections in just a single page. Like you can see navigation bar, you can see header, you can see segments like pictures and videos and text sections. Yeah. Well, how can we extract data from there? We can talk in length about web scraping, simple web scraping, but we are focusing on mainly three parts for our use case, like how to read a web page using URL. Basically every website or web page can be accessed. You can go at there by using just a simple URL. So how can you use that simple URL to read a web page? And as I said, there are many areas. In a sense, you can see navigation bar, text areas, pictures. How can we subject a specific area for, from that web page? We are going to see that as well. And as we subjected one specific area, how can we extract data from there and save them locally? And that is also our focus point. With that, extraction phase is completed, and the second phase is like transformation. You can use multiple tools. They may can range from a simple Excel. You can transform data using Excel tools. They are available in the Excel as well. You pandas data from as well for transforming, and you can use PySpark queries, and you can use SQL as well. So I mean to say that there are multiple tools depending on how large your data is, how complex the queries could be. So yeah, for our use case, for our particular lecture, we are going to just use a simple MySQL queries. For that, I'm going to use just a MySQL local server. So using SQL queries for transforming data, technically it is called as SQL querying. So yeah, again, there are SQL querying can be categorized into three different sections, like DDL, which stands for data defining language. You can use SQL for defining the structure of how a data can be structured. For that, you can use SQL queries. And the second is called data manipulation language. You can use SQL for manipulating the data. And the third is like data control language. You can use SQL for controlling. You can control who has the access, or like if you use start transaction and then commit, unless you commit, the changes won't be reflected. So yeah, you can use SQL language. I mean SQL queries for controlling as well. I mean data controlling language. So yeah, there are multiple sections for SQL query, but we are focusing on the DML, which is data manipulation language. I mean manipulation in the same sense of transforming. So yeah, we have just simple focus points like how to load data into a MySQL server. Yeah, that is our focus point, and also use simple transformations, use of DML language, which simply like select, where conditions, where clauses. I will make it very simple for the users as well. I mean, most of the users may or may not have uh, that level of SQL. I mean, understanding. So I will make that simple, but the major aspect is like we are going to touch SQL for that, and with that transformation phase is completed, and next comes is the load and visualization phase. Like whether it is in data engineering or in any other aspect, like we have an end in our mind and then we start building our pipelines towards meeting that end. In the same sense, we should have our end use case for, I mean, building these pipelines. uh, what is the need of extracting, loading, transforming the data if you don't have a specific use case at the end? For our use case, the end is like visualize a particular data using some BI tools. Like we have basically Power BI and Tableau for that. Let's use just a simple Power BI desktop for simple visualization and load the data from MySQL server to Power BI desktop and start a simple visualization. So technically this is called as dashboard creation. You can use Tableau as well, but I'm using simple Power BI desktop. So yeah, the focus point is like how can we load data that is residing in our MySQL server and to Power BI desktop, and then use a simple visualizations. I'll make it very simple. As I said before, I'll make it very simple. With that, the outline for our lecture is like we are going to extract data, which is for that we are using web scraping. Simple Python is good enough for that, and we are going to transform that data that we have extracted using a simple SQL query, and we are going to load and visualize that data that we have extracted, transformed so far in our Power BI, a BI tool for dashboarding. So yeah, we are going to extract IPL auction data. Recently we just completed, I mean, the IPL season was started and auction was completed. So yeah, we are having the data in web pages, the official web pages. So we are going to use a simple web scraping tool with the use of Python for extracting IPL auction data, and we're going to use SQL queries and just use some simple dashboarding tools to visualize that. So yeah, with that, let's get into our actual coding part. So all right, I am at my Colab, Google Colab. I am going to use Colab for this particular exercise. You can use your own IDE for that, but as we are going to exercise, we are going to run a specific part of code multiple times. Workbooks like notebooks is a very good option. I'll go with Colab. You can go with either Colab or Jupyter Notebooks. The choice is yours. I'll be naming it as IPL for YT, YouTube. Okay, let's make some tab. Well, let's start with some imports, importing some libraries, necessary libraries. Let me import them, like import import pandas spd, and then from bs4 import beautiful soap. Beautiful soap is Python's library, which is used for web scraping specifically. And then like import request is used for this accessing URLs. So let's use request dot get is a function from request. We just need to specify our URL. Yeah, before that, let me show you the web page for IPL auction. IPL auction live update. This is the website. actually. When we select any of the team, we'll get to this page, and we are going to extract this uh, data. We are actually having 10 uh, teams, and we need data from each team. Okay, okay. If you are aware of HTML, how we write HTML tags, at least a page, then you will be understanding this very clearly. But if you are not aware of that, okay, even though I'll make it very simple to understand. So if you want to know, if you want to get an idea of what these pages look like, then uh, you can hover any of the content and uh, right click and inspect. Then you can get the page source, of that web page. I am just actually looking at this specific section. Let me close this. Okay, let me open again, and yeah, these are the sections that I want to look into. You can see that this is the section that correspond to CSK. This is the section correspond to DC. Okay, as I said, we have 10 IPL teams. So each section correspond to each team. And let me hover on CSK. See, as I hover on the CSK section, the respective web page also highlighted. If you inspect furthermore, I just wanted to subject my table here. Where is this? No. Open this H2 CSK, and yeah, this is this div which has another div, and yeah, here is our table, and this is what I want to subject. Yeah, I will give just a overview, like uh, there are sections for each team, and each team has a separate table, and for each table we have each row, and each row has data. So we have table in each section, and we want to subject that table, and we want to extract data from each row. The number of rows depends on team size. So each row correspond to a single player, their stats. If you have a good understanding of this tree structure, then yeah, it will make it simple. So yeah, let me copy this URL from here and use that URL here. Let me create a variable like URL and store the copied URL here. So yeah, from request.get, we are getting the web page actually. So let me use a page as variable and store that. So yeah, we are getting the page source, and now we need to use beautiful soap of page.content, and we need a function like html.parser, and from this we'll get uh, HTML content actually. So if you run this, it shouldn't give any other. Yeah, let me print HTML. Yeah, this is the HTML that I am subjecting. This is the complete source of that web page. It's very long, so let's. Uh, this is the very long page source. Yeah. Okay, you can even print what is page. Yeah, we can see a page response is 200. 200 refers to a good response, like it's all everything is okay. uh, we don't need this as well. Yeah, from page source, as I said here, we need to subject every section. We have, where are these sections? We have 10 sections here. We need to subject every one of them. So for that, let me use yeah, find all. HTML dot find all. It's a function from beautiful soap. If we need to subject the sections which has classes, uh, yeah, here you can see that every section has a specific class name. This class name is same for all the sections, so we can just use this class name, and we can subject the specific sections. So yeah, let me use them. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, with this line, what I am doing is like from the HTML source, find all sections that have a class name of this. So yeah, with this we are subjecting every, I mean, subjecting every sections. So let me store them in the name of teams. It will be giving us 10 teams actually. Uh, let's print the length of teams. So yeah, as I said, we have 10 teams and respect to 10 sections. And yeah, if you use find all, then it will get all the sections that have this class name. So we have 10 similar sections. So yeah, let me just focus on first teams of 0, which will be of CSK. Yeah, you can see CSK inside. So yeah, uh, let me specify that CSK inside. Yeah, um, for every team we have a table will be there in it. Let me focus on the table. In this h2 tag we have a team name here, so let's use that. Dot find uh, h2. If you use that, then yeah, h2 tag has image and a name here. So if you just use dot text, then it will just return the text part in it. Oh shit. Yeah, this is the name of each, I mean, the first table that we are having, which is CSK. Yeah, the first team that we are having is CSK. So yeah, let me create some, you know uh, team. Let me use title, title, which takes all the titles. And yeah, this is the title. And if we use, let me comment that teams of 0 dot find table. If we use that, we will be subjecting the table from the first team, which is, yeah, we are talking about this table. you know, yeah, we are talking about this table, which will be highlighted here. As you can see, I'm talking about this table. And yeah, as I said, every section has a table, and every table has multiple rows, and every multiple row has data in it. So we are going to extract that data. So for that, let me use it as table. Let me store this in the name of table. So yeah, so as of now we have subject table. Let's use that table and use find all, and let's subject tr each row of table. Let's use a variable called trs and store them. So I'm just subjecting each row from that table. Let's use length on trs. We are getting 21 rows for first table, which is Chennai Super Kings. We got 20 players, and header is also treated as row. So yeah, along with 20 players and header, we got 21 rows, which is fine actually. Uh, as we have header for every table as same, so we'll just going to skip that. So let's use for tr each row in trs of 1 to everything. See, we need tr dot find all. We need all trs actually. TD, sorry, T data. What I mean by that is, for each row we have uh, data 1, which is surname 1. I mean, we have 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 columns, meaning that we have 5 data points for each row. First data point is serial number. The second data point is name of the player, and so. So we want all that data points, and let's use TDS data to store them all. So as I said, we have serial number is not actually needed for us. We'll be taking care of that later. Let's use uh, TDS of 1, which refers to name of the player. Actually, let's print that. Let's see what we are getting. Yeah, we can see Noor Ahmad, Ravindra Ashwin. Yeah, we can get the, so yeah, TDS of 1 refers to name of the player. Let's use some, you know, like name equals to some, what do we say, list. And what do also we have, base price, win bid, and capped or uncapped. Let's make some list. Base bid for storing the base price, and win bid for storing the win price, and let's just name it as cap for storing that. And let's use the title as well. Okay, as I said, yeah, firstly, name dot append this TDS of 1, and what is TDS of 2 will give us this base price. Let's use that. It's not base, yeah, base bid dot append uh, TDS of 2, yeah, TDS of 2, and win bid dot append, yeah, it's giving us the sequence as well, you know. uh, it's the feature of collab. Yeah, we need title as well. Where can we get title is like, yeah, from the h2 tag, as is we saw here. From, we can use that here, that, yeah, and we can name that as well. What is this title? Sorry, this is not the name. Team name, this is player name. Let's differentiate them. Name like player name, and this team name. Team name equals to, yeah, this is what we want. We can just select it here. So yeah, from this we can get uh so if you can, title only give one letter, player name, let's print player name. Yeah, we need to, actually we need text from here, not the entire tag here. So where is player name? td1 dot text, and as well txt text dot txt dot text. So if you run this, again rerun the player name, yeah, we can get uh, what do we say, just the player name. And let's use base bid. See, we are getting it as a string, but we want it as a numerical value. So what we are going to do is like, we will take this is actually string, which gives a string value. So let's use dot split here, dot split at comma. We are going to split this, and we want to join that, uh, dot join the whole thing without any spaces. What is this? Yeah, yeah, tedious, yeah. uh, Firstly we just subjected the string part of the base bit, and we just used split on it to split it into a list of items, and then we used join function to join the items in the from the list, and it will be again string without a comma. So let's use int on it. also use int on the whole thing, and we can, no, actually it is in terms of rupees. Let's divide them with mm, 5 3 4 5. Yeah, I think it will be in here right now. Let's use the same thing, text dot, sorry, dot split at commas, and use join over it, dot join, and use int on that complete thing, and then divide it by cr, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 lakhs, cr, you can get 5, I think. Yeah, 6 actually. Yeah, with this I'll suppose we'll be getting that in terms of, what is this, cap. Sorry, it should be on, actually it should be on, not on cap, which is a string. We cannot, sorry, put in join 6. I should be doing this on the base bit actually. Dot split at comma, and then use dot join them, and use a int on the whole thing, and just divide them by s here. So yeah, if you can run this, I'll be sure that we are going to get that in terms of, yeah, it's 20 cr. Is it correct or not? For the first player it is like, what is the base value? It should be 7 actually. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 lakhs, 10 lakhs, cr. Yep. Actually, it should be cr. It will be corrected by now. So if I can run this, yeah, uh, base bid for first player is 2 cr, and first 3 players is 2 cr actually. Yeah, you can see the 2 cr. First 4 players, 1 2 3 4. Yeah, first 4 players is 2 cr, and then 1.5 cr. Yeah, if you can just pick the first value and use type on it. I just want to make sure it is an int value. Sorry, yeah, int or float, both are fine for me, but not a text. So yeah, as of now we have subjected. Yeah, we can also make one thing sure is, like, every international player has a symbol here which is flight. Where can we see that? In the table, if you can get into table data, body, first row, and which is TD. Yeah, if the player is international, then you have, which is image. But if, let me go to second row, he is Ravichandran Ashwin, which is, who is a national player, so he is not having this image at the end, so we'll be taking advantage of that as well. So let me take advantage of that as well. Let me create one cat list named category. So yeah, if a player had that, I mean, in the sense, let me use that as well. So yeah, category dot append, if international, if the player has image, that TDS1 has image in it, then we can say it as international. If not, else it is a national player. So yeah, if that, with that everything is fine, and we have extracted each data for, but as of now we have did it for only a single table, in the sense a single section, which is, uh, where is this, we have did it only for CSK. Let me use a for loop, where we are having this teams. Yeah, this is teams. Yeah, I just used a for loop for that. I mean, for every team in teams, I'm just subjecting the table and everything is same from here. I just use a for loop over all to repeat the same for every team. So with this everything is fine. Let's use some pandas data frame to create a table out of it, table out of the list of data we are having. Let me define it as df, which is pd dot data frame of from yeah, I want to just name it as team, and I'm going to use title for that, and player name as well, which is player name, and category as category base bid. Yeah, I'll just use tab for that. So yeah, we just created a data frame, and I want to write, I mean, uh, we have created a table out of it, but we want to save this into our local file. For that, I'll be using df dot to csv, and I want to name it as IPL uh, um, IPL web scraping. Okay, let me run that. What is we are having here? Append name. So it should be team name. I think everything is fine. What again? So here it should be data and then frame. Yeah, everything is fine. Let me just give a glimpse of our data. Let me use head of 10 rows. Yeah, this is our uh, table will look like. So the first column is like team, which team he or she, the player belongs to, and the player name and category, whether he is international or national, and start bid. This base bid and win bid are in CR, and cap, whether he is capped or not. Yeah, we just write that data from the CSV, but where can we download from them? I mean, where can we download this? Which lies here actually. This is what we named here, IPL web scraping. IPL web scraping. We can just use download, and you can see it will be downloaded here. What is this? We made yeah, we made an error. It should be csv.csv. Uh, we'll run it again, and we'll refresh this. Yeah, you'll get a CSV file. So now download it, and yeah, we got our downloaded file in a CSV format. And yeah, this is the team name. Let me reframe them. Base bid, capped. Yeah, we got 0 to 19, which is 20 players in CSK, which we have solved that. And yeah, the respective players, teams, players, their stats. Yeah, we are having 182 players, and we can see the same as well, I suppose. Yeah, 182 players, and yeah, we just need to remember this 639.15 here. It will be used for some in the later section of the video. So yeah, with that we are done with extraction phase. All right, let's switch to second phase, which is loading and transforming phase. We are going to use a MySQL server. So let me open that quickly. Workbench. Yeah, as I said, we are going to use MySQL. I'm just opening up my Workbench, which is UI version of working with you know this MySQL server. All right. mm, so firstly, as of now, we don't have our data. I mean, the extracted data in our MySQL server. So let's create a schema. Let's name it as IPL. Sorry, IPL YT, and let's apply that. Okay, create schema, fine. Execution is finished. And yeah, the changes are reflected here as you can see. So let's load our data in sense, table data wizard, import wizard. We just need to state our, yeah, this is web scraping. And yeah, next, existing table. No, we don't need to use existing table. Yeah, we need this. And web scraping, we will name it as let's just use a simple name like auction. Auction. Yeah, I'll just use auction as name for the table. And yeah, see, basically when we are saving the file as a CSV, we have index, and SQL is treating that index as a special column, so we don't need that column, and we need team and all other columns actually. Yep, let's load up. Yeah, I'll press enter next. Yeah, it's finished. Okay, let's finish that, and you can also close this. Okay, fine. Let's run refresh and then see whatever we have loaded up. Yeah, we have only one table as we loaded only one table. So let's look at the columns. Team, player, category, base bid, win bid, and cap. So let me okay. Let's use some simple queries. Firstly, we need to use our database, which is use IPL YT, and yeah, we are using IPL YT database. And okay, let's print some, sorry, select everything from table. Table name is auction, and let's just limit our results of 10 results. So I'm just selecting everything, I means every column from auction table, and I want to just limit the number of results to just 10 records. So yeah, let me run that. Yeah, you can see them, the results as well here. Let me order them. What is this? Yeah, so yeah, this is the table that we have loaded as of now. So I just limited the, segregated the results into only 10 records using the limit function. Okay, let me write another query like give me all the records where category is national. Okay, select, sorry, select every column from auction where category is national. And okay, let's just use count of everything, every record. So let's see how many that we can get. Yeah, 120 is the count of total national players. Let's see what is the same for international. So if you can add both the results, they should come as total players as well. What is this? International, I suppose. What is the spell that we used for international? Let me, yeah, international with only I. Okay. See, for international players, the count is 62, and for national players, the count is 120. So sum of two is like 182. So that means we have totally 180 players, 182 players. So let's verify that as well. Count of everything, sorry, from auction without any, oh, sorry, we need count, right? Count of everything from auction without any conditions. So yeah, it says 182, which is fine. Yeah. So yeah, basically when you are using data in the sense, uh, column should be not like this in the sense they are having a gap, I mean space in between. I personally don't prefer this type of column names. So let me use like something like update, not update, alter. table auction, rename column. The column that I want to rename is what is the column? Player name to something like, we just need this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's just run this, execute the query. Yeah, as you can see, alter table was success. Let's refresh the schema actually, so that the auction, the query that we have executed will be reflected. Yeah, as you can see, player name. So let's also use the same similar query, alter table auction, and I want to rename the column base bit. Just want to rename it to base bit, and that's it. And what is this? Rename column. I should mention that I'm renaming column. Yeah, let's also use similar query for auction, rename column, which is win bid to something like sorry win bid. Yeah, let's execute the both queries, and if you use a refresh, then the changes will be reflected. Yeah, and I also want the last column name to be as table auction rename column name that I want to rename is cap to whether capped. I know that, I don't know whether it makes sense for you, but yeah, I prefer capped rather than cap. Oh, sorry. So let's execute that. Yeah, let's use refresh. Yeah, it's fine for me. I have as I said, we don't have much transformations to use on the values of values of records, but yeah, I just wanted to change this uh, column names, and yeah, everything is fine, I suppose. And yeah, this is all for the SQL query. I just want to save the file. If you can use control yes, it asks you for a name like IPL YT column correction. I'll name it as correction. Okay, fine, I'll save them. And yeah, we are fine with the SQL part of as I said, I'll just make it very simple, and as the table itself is a very simple thing, and itself is a simple table, and we don't have much columns, and we don't have many aggregate columns. Yeah as let's verify one thing, like I just want to select sum of, I want to just sum the win bid mm, from table auction, and I just want the results. you know uh, I'm just using a simple query like from auction table. I just want to sum the total amount from win bid, which is an integer. I mean, in the sense of whether it is integer or float, we can use sum over it aggregation function. So yeah, I just want to, yeah, it says 639.15. Actually it is in CR, so yeah, let's make it CR. Where is our queries? Yeah, here we have queries like let's also rename them from win bid to something like WinBid NCR. base bit to base bit in CR. Let's execute them, and I want to reflect them. Yeah, base bit in CR, win bit in CR. So after execution of where is our yeah, I just want to execute this like I just want to sum the entire column of win bit in CR, and I want just the results of the sum, which is 639.15 CR actually. So let's verify that as well from the website. See that total amount spent is like 639.15 CR, and which is same that we got here, 639.15 CR, and also we have 182 players. Yeah, and yeah, that's fine. That means that we are okay with the results, and we just also verified that. So just we need to save them, control S. So yeah, with that, the SQL part is completed. Mm, okay, let's now open up our Power BI. Let's open Power BI. All right. Let me open up a simple blank report. Yeah, as we have discussed that in the preview of this video, that what are the focus points for Power BI. The focus point, the very first focus point is like how can we connect Power BI with MySQL server, as our data is residing on the MySQL server. And so you can use Excel as well, but if you use the very good point, very good advantage of using servers, connecting directly to servers is like when the data is new data is loaded into the server, we don't need to again create new dashboarding things for the data that coming up. We can just refresh the, you can refresh from the Power BI desktop. You can use triggers when you can refresh as well for this Power BI desktop when it is connected to server. So you don't need to make it manually. Sometimes you can just use triggers for that. So yeah, it will be automated. When the new data comes, the changes will be reflected in the database, dashboard as well. So yeah, that is the one major. So yeah, that is the one major advantage. So let's use. Okay, here you can see that we have get data tab. We can use more. These are the sources that you can use. In a sense, you can use Excel or semantic fold, data flow, but we are actually focused on more, which gives another tab here. Yeah, we there have plenty of options for you to connect with, but we are actually focused on MySQL database, and just use connect. Yeah, it asks you for a few details like what is the server. I am using server, local server. So basically when you open up your MySQL workbench, see I am using this local server. I have other connections as well, but I am using this for now, root, and this is the server ID. In a sense, I am just using local server. So, and the local server is connected to this ID and port. So we are using this for that connection. So which is 127.0.0.1 and colon 5306. Oh, sorry, hey, 120, this numerloc, and the local server, for the local server the ID and port number like 127.0.0.1, sorry, 1 colon 3306. And database is what is the name of our database, which is IPL YT. Yeah, IPL, sorry, YT. Is the YT or capital? No. Yeah, we are fine with this. Yeah, it showed. So sometimes it will may ask for your login password also, as we used. So when we are opened our root, it asked for our password, and the same, username is root and respective password, and the same sometimes it will ask for that as well. As I connected it multiple times, so it's not asking for me right now. So it may ask for you, so you can use same ID and username and password for that. So I just want to load. I don't have many transformations to be done here, so I just want to load the data. See, even if you load directly without any transformation, here you can have a tab. See a tab here. You can use that as well for any transformation to be done in between. Yeah, here you can see the data that's being loaded. Yeah, fine. This is fine. So okay, this is the visual part. You can use any of the visuals here. You can also load many visuals, but as I'm using desktop version, so I would say it's as minimum. Okay, very first visual that I want to visualize is like, uh, you know, I just want to, yeah, we have category. That means whether the player belongs to national or international. So I just wanted to visualize that. Like, let me use just a simple bar chart. And if you select any bar, any visualization here, then the respective fields will be highlighted here. The y-axis, x-axis, and the legend for that particular visual that you have selected. I just want to, you can just drop here, like, I just want to drop category, which is either national or international, and I wanted to use player. So by default, it uses as count of players, like count how many players that respect to that category. So yeah, as you can see, we have national wide. Let me just use some, you know, you can have some kind of authority over how it looks. How should it looks. So for that, you can just switch to format your visual. And I just wanted to switch on this. I mean, enable this data label. So when I enable this, you can see that data labels with chart as well. So yeah, from this graph, from this visual, it is clear that I have national players as 120 and international as 62, and that is the same that we have saw from SQL query as well. Okay, let me use the similar for capped and uncapped. So let me use another chart. I have opened up another similar chart, and I just wanted to use capped for y-axis and players, so count of players. And yeah, same, just format our visuals and enable this data label. So yeah, with this count of players by capped, column capped, so you can see that capped as 97 and uncapped as 85. Okay, fine with that as well. Let me resurface them. Yeah. Power BI gives the best tool. Like, I can use filters like slicer. Slicer takes only one field, which I wanted is a team. So if I use team, then it will give us the every unique item from the field. Like, I will be having all the 10 teams, and if I switch to one particular team, then the respective results will be also reflected. In the sense, for Chennai Super Kings, capped is 10 and uncapped is 10, total 20, and national is 14 and international is 6, so total is 20, obviously. So if I uncheck this, then it will reflect for overall. And if I just switch to Delhi Capitals, and you can see uncapped is 10 and capped is 9, and national are 13 and international 6. So yeah, this is the best thing I prefer. I just wanted to make this visual something different, like vertical. Yeah, and with this I just reformat this into something like this. Yeah, it's like a header for me, for my whole dashboard. I can select a team, specific team from here. Yeah, with this I want to add another visual as well. I will choose a card. Actually, card, I will use card, and the card also take only one field, which is I want to use aggregate function. So by default it use sum, but I think you can use different functions as well. I just wanted to sum, total sum. I want total sum of the winning bid. So as you can see, as it reflects the total sum, which is 639.15 CR, and that is the same that we have from the website as well. 639.15 CR. Yeah, that's fine. You can also give title for that. Just select that particular visual and use format your visual and switch to general. You can use title, and at the title you can use total amount spent, like in CR. Let me select. Yeah, it's like total amount spent on CR. If you want to just select like Mumbai Indians, the same will be, the changes will be reflected in every visual as well. You can see that for Mumbai Indians, total is 44.80. Let me also use select sum of, I want team and respective sum of win bid in CR from auction, and I want to use group by team. Sorry. Yeah, where is this Mumbai Indians? 44.79 CR, which is 44.79, and which is it rated as 80. So yeah, it's fine for me. And you can see that it's like 7999, which is very close to 80. Yeah, fine, it's fine. Let's uncheck that. And what, let me use this tree map. Sorry, I want to use this tree map. It has very unique feature, like I just want to use a category like team, and I want use win bid on values. So with this, what we have just did is like it will give the contribution, like how let me use data labels as well. So yeah, from all the win bid, Punjab team has major contribution, like it's 110 CR, and Royal Challengers is 82 CR, and Delhi Capitals is 72 CR. As I said, there is this Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians is 44.80 CR. Yeah, I just wanted to visualize this as well. You can use you can use pie chart as well, pie chart or donut chart for same. It will actually gives you the percentage as well. Let me use, I want to use win bid, and I want legend as team, and yeah, you can see the percentage as well. Where is this Punjab Kings? Punjab Kings has 17.23% of total amount spent in CR. So it takes 17.28%. And what is the least amount spent is 54.95, which is Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings has, sorry, it's not Chennai Super Kings, it's actually Rajasthan, which spent very less, which is 40.770, 6% of total amount spent in the auction. Yeah, and no, you don't have much control over how auction will go. So yeah, other than these visuals, I wanted to add more visuals, but we have only limited columns with limited information from the auction team. So yeah, let's use one more visual for the very last. I want like something like let me use this here. Let me toggle this here. See, I want to use a table. We have win bid and base bid. There will be a difference in this. So yeah, we will see for each player what is the base bid and what is the win bid and what is like difference. I mean, how long the player is been in the auction. So let's use a table for that. Table could be a good visual for that. So we'll be using player name as a column. So each player, and I want to use base bid, and then win bid. I think it's clear. Just yeah, this is what I mean. Okay, yeah. For first player, the win means it's not sum actually. Why do I got sum here? What I got? Wait, it should not be count. Don't summarize. Yeah, yeah. I just used it. No sort for win bid. You can just and also for win bid. I just do not summarize it. So yeah. Okay, fine. So I mean, if you select any column, it will sort automatically. I just want to sort it from descending order. Okay, yeah. See, Rishabh Pant, he started with 2 CR but went up to 27 CR. That is what I want to, I mean, mention as well in the visual. So if you select the player, the respective team was also selected. Whether he's capped or not, whether he's from national or international. Where is he from? Lucknow Super Giants, and which is 27 CR, which is like 4% of total, and 27%. See, his so sum of total for Lucknow itself is 68, but he himself got 27. Mostly, I mean, 3% of, not 3%, it's like one third of total is on him itself. No, yeah, that's fine. Let's not bother about how results went. Did I use just only single player? Why am I getting only single player? I just used, just used filter like selecting player now. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's fine for me. And yeah, if you want to, save, let's just use name like IPL YT. I'll just use save. You have this option like publish. Yeah, if you want to use publish option for this Power BI, you need email for that. But yeah, emails like personal emails, Gmails won't work. Won't uh, those emails won't have access. You cannot sign in and sign up for using that emails. You need a organization email like your company, your school email. So yeah, we don't have that option for now. So we'll just skip that. Okay, yeah. With this, I think we are done with our project. Let me summarize that. And yeah, we have extracted our data from website, official website, IPL data from its official website. So yeah, we have done with our extraction phase. We have used SQL queries. As I mentioned in the preview that we are going to use DML SQL queries, but actually we used alter, which the function alter, so which actually comes under DDL. Okay, it's fine with that. We don't have much, much information from the IPL auction data, so we just use DDL, so it's fine for that as well. And we just loaded that into Power BI, and also visualized user dashboard. So yeah, and I want to mention this again, that the entire scope for this project is like we want to touch different tools in order to execute like a pipeline like extraction, transformation, and visualization. I wanted to touch, I wanted to include different tools. So yeah, this is the project, and yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.